What up, people? This is how I make insane emotional R&B loops for Drake. People like Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door. This loop is from my latest loop kit, Nocturnal. You feel me? 30 loops with stems and midis included, baseline midis, in the style of Drake, Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, other R&B artists like that. I'll leave a link down in the description below if y'all interested in that. Yeah, this is emotional sample, perfect if y'all going through like a breakup or just found out your girl cheated on you.
What?
I'm just playing, but subscribe if you want more loops and tutorials like this one too, man. Let's get to it. That's the first time I'm gonna let y'all hear this joint. Yes, sir. So for this project, man, we in 93 BPM. Here in the sample is in the key of A minor, but I pitched it down 2 semitones. So we'll got this plugin KHS pitch shifter, so I just pitched it down 2 semitones. So we made it in the key of B minor. So that's why you see B right here. So everything we make is gonna be in B minor. And I feel like this piano progression, man, is beautiful. It's type of like, I don't know, type of piano progression. This is like Drake late night 2 a.m. vibes. You feel me? I'm gonna show y'all why. So yeah, so the sound we use is actually this Keyscape LA Custom C7 softest sound for the piano, and the progression that we got going on is a little 6-5-4 progression, just 3 chords. Sauce, man. I really try to keep my piano progressions just 3 chords for 4 bars, because this second 4 bars is just the same thing, just a little inversion. I'll show you guys that later, but yeah, so it is just 3 chords. Yeah, and I'll show y'all. So 6-5-4 and the scale of B minor, they are all 9th chords, so it's just 5 notes in all the chords. This makes a 9th chord. I'll show you guys how to lay that down right now. So right now, in the scale of B minor, our 6, what that means, all that means that like, turn on the snap the scale button right here. And that'll make sure that all your notes will have to stay in key, so that's clutch. But if you go to B, this is your 1. That's all that means. And when you go up, it'll go to the next little white note in this in the scale. The white note are the notes in the scale. So when you have snap the scale on, when you go up, you'll just stay in key. So B is your 1. And then if you go up 1, it'll automatically go up 1 in the scale or to the next white little note. When I say white notes, it's just like all this white, this dark, those 2. This you got C sharp, that'll be your 2. You go up 1, the next note in the scale, and you got your D. That's that. Then you go up 1, and you got E. And you go up another 1, you got your F sharp. When I say 1, I mean 1 in the scale. Go up another 1 in the scale, and this is your G. And I believe this is our, what is this? This is our 6? Yeah, sorry. Lost track. So we like our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you just build on top of those numbers. So we got the 1 right here, which is our G major. All you have to do is, since snap the scale's on, once you have this 1 note placed, go ahead and skip 1, go up another 1, boom, just lay that down. Skip 1, lay that 1 down, boom. Now you got a little G major triad. Skip another 1, lay that 1 down. That is your G major 7th right here once the F sharp is placed, and then skip another 1, that's your 9th. Boom. Okay, that's all there is to it. So that's a G major 9th. What I did really is I just copied it and I just put it down 1. That's really all it is, because you're in snap to scale. That's why that works. Snap to scale, make sure all the notes are in the same key. And this is a minor, so the way you can tell it's a minor is because these beginning notes right here have 2 spaces instead of 3. So yeah, it's a major, F sharp minor. And then what I did, again, I just brought it down 1 again. And this is a minor too. Since you're the 5 chord and the 4 chord in a minor scales are going to be minors, and the 6 chord is going to be major. So yeah, usually always like starting with a major chord. The research that I've been doing of like my favorite loop makers, they usually always start with major chords and minor scales. So I've been doing that a lot as of lately. Also, the reason why this works so well is because this major minor correlation, or you can do minor major, just this correlation between the 2 when you play them after each other, it really always works. It's just a beautiful correlation. But yeah, like I said, I usually try to keep myself at a maximum of 3 to 4 chord hits per 4 bars. So this obviously has 3 chord hits for these 4 bars. And also I added a bar of space at the end of each of these chords. So just to make the sample more open, because space, God, I just love experimenting with space, you know. People don't like space, you know. But yeah, the more open it is, the easier it is for somebody to lay drums or vocals on it. Then I did add 2 layers of bass notes, and these bass notes are literally just the root notes. They're just the root notes like that. Put down 2 octaves, so I have 2 layers of bass notes just to make the sample sound more full. And for, again, the second 4 bars, all I did, copy the exact same thing over. Yeah, just copy the exact same thing over, but I inverted the 3rd note from the top up an octave. That's all I did there. It adds a variation because it changes the chord's voicing. It's the same chord, but it just sounds different than how it originally played. It just adds variation. After that, that is really it, man. So all I did after that was I highlighted everything and I hit Alt-S. These are the strummizers. I already strummed my chords, but yeah, I just messed with the strumming and I strummed all these chords so they're not on time, so it sound more real. And I highlighted all of them again and hit Alt-R to randomize the velocities. And honestly, a little trick that I learned is to, before I do that, I take all my velocities, I'll show you guys, and I make them all the same level, and then I lower them all the way down to, I believe it's like 56, yeah, 56%, just because, again, when I was researching my favorite little loop makers midis, play them lower, and it makes a lot of sense, because in R&B, you don't want these notes hitting hard. And after that, when I randomize them, in FL Studio, I'll bring this little randomization percentage in the top left to around 48%, just what I do. But again, I noticed when I was making my midis, I wasn't separating the velocities as much as like these other hard-ass loop makers. They're having their velocities way more separated than I was, so little cheat code, just so you guys know exactly what I do. So we'll go ahead to the pad. Yeah, man, this next layer is subtle, but this is what it makes it feel like those late night drives, man. It's just beautiful. So every producer I know fucking uses this sound, but it's called, this is from Kavi's Elements of R&B Analog Lab Bank, and it's that R&B sign pad. These sign pads are cold, man. I'll let y'all hear this one. God damn. Yeah, dude, cold, man. So basically what I did straight up, I just copied the exact same chords from the piano pattern, like literally the exact same. I didn't even change the bass notes, just copy and pasted, didn't change a damn thing. And so yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go through the piano effects right now. Skipped over that, so I'll show y'all the piano effects. Cool. What I did, I have just Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 30%, and I have a parametric EQ, cutting out some lows, low mids, and cutting out some highs. That's that. For this pad, man, I got Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 55% mix, and I got a little EQ, got a little R&B, cutting out some bunch of lows, low mids, cut out hella highs. Got a little R&B, man. Real quick, if y'all rocking the vibe so far, the full nocturnal loop kit got 30 loops, just like this one, already drag and drop, you feel me? Standards and baseline midis are included. Links in the description down below. Let's keep putting this one out. For the bass, man, this is how you get the sample like its body. You know, you can make it hit like one of those 40 note should be tracks, man, you know, without overdoing it. The sound that I used for this bass was from Kavi's Elements of R&B Analog Lab Bank. Again, it was this clean R&B sub bass sound. And the sound is just hard as hell, so let y'all hear it. Oh. Cold. Yeah, so what I did is I just copied the bass notes from the original progressions. That's really it, man. I just added some simple ass transition notes. All I really did was just do a little step down run, a little step up transition notes. That's what I call it. But yeah, this run right here, actually, the do-do-do-do-do, I do this thing a lot, to be honest. And yeah, I usually could do it like that, where the last note kind of is the same as the next note, or one or two up, just whatever sounds best. But I do this a lot, honestly. It's like a bar, and have 4 bass hits just within a bar to go down to the next note. That shit always hits, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, cold though, bro. And also, in regards to these velocities, I actually don't have the same velocities as the same like original bass notes. So what I did with these ones, man, I just took them, I believe this is, instead of around 56%, it's around 75% in FL Studio. I just randomized them like ever so slightly, like barely any randomization. Just cause I want the basses to sound like more prominent, and I don't want it to be like ducked at any point in time where you can't even hear it, you know? So yeah, one of these little bass effects, man. So I got Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 10% mix, and I got a pretty EQ taking out barely any lows with some low mids and a lot of highs, you know, cleaning that bass up. And we're gonna go to the melody. Bro, this melody, super simple, just up and down pattern, and pitch it down. Like I'll show you right now, halfway through 2 bars, halfway through 4 bars, but it hits hard, man. It sounds just like that old school OVO thing, man. It sounds super old school OVO. So I'm gonna show you guys right now what I did. But the sound that I used, I believe this was Kavi's Sonic Mastery Analog Lab Bank. It's her fave lead sound. So this shit is cold, man. So what I did, you'll hear it. And I literally just repeated that right here. So it's the same thing. But yeah, bro, super simple. Just up, down, 5 notes. And then all I did, brought this thing over, put it down one on the scale. So since my snap scale's on, I just hold shift down. Just like that. Just create some variation. And that's that, bro. Simplicity wins, bro. I love simplicity, but yeah. Got a little simplicity. So for the effects on this thing, bro, got a free to delay 3, and this is acting as like a low pass filter. Yeah, it's acting as a low pass filter. I got it from BusyWorks Beats. So I just have it here in my preset. But you open Fruity Delay 3, turn the time knob all the way down, level knob all the way down, and dry knob all the way down. Mess with this cutoff, and it's just like a low pass filter. Take out some hi-hat. See? Sounds beautiful. So I have that as my first effect. Valhalla Vintage Verb at 50% is my next effect. Parametric EQ, taking out hella lows, taking out some low mids, taking out hella highs, man. Gotta love it though. So I also did have a muzzle piano for my second and fourth section, just to add some variation. This shit is beautiful. So what I did is I took this original piano and melody with all the effects on it and bounced this out to audio. That's that out to audio, all that. And then yeah, I basically just added some more effects on top of it. So I will show y'all what those effects are right now. So we got a Decimor MPC60 preset with a cutoff at 2.700 hertz. That's my first effect. Pretty Reverb 2, the wet knob set at 25%. Parametric EQ. Cut out some lows, low mids, and cut out some highs for sure. I think this one's just for leveling. But yeah, oh, that is. And we do have a synth phrase from my third section. This shit is beautiful. I got this from Splice. You guys hear it in the sample because I don't think I played it earlier. Bro, that shit is beautiful. So I'll show y'all what I did for that one. Super simple, just Valhalla Vintage Verb, 42% mix. And then EQ. Take down some lows, hella low mids, and hella highs. You gotta love RNB, you feel me? Look at that. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I almost didn't have vocals this one because this shit sounded damn beautiful. When I added these vocals, bro, that shit just sounded crazy. I got these vocals from Splice too, so I will let you guys hear these just how they are. Cold, bro. And then for the second section, I just pitched it up an octave, added some more effects, but just really pitched up an octave. And then for my fourth section, I added some more effects, really muzzled it more, added some shaper box to give it some more motion. Yeah, bro. So we're gonna get into how I mix those vocals, man. The moment of truth. So for the original one right here, my first effect on the effect rack got a RC20 Magnitude Transition 2 preset. This is set at a 25% mix on my effect rack. Got Decimor 2 with the same MPC60 preset with a cutoff at 15,800 hertz low cut. And Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 35% mix. H Waves Delay got it set at half a bar with ping pong mode turned on. This is set at 50% in my effect rack. I got a pretty EQ, taking out some lows, low mids, and rolling off some highs. And then for the high pitch vocal, I bounced that to audio so it has all the effects on it already. And I added on top of that Decimor again with the same MPC60 preset. They cut off at 11,000 hertz now, so a little bit more aggressive cut. And I added Valhalla Vintage Verb with 20% mix. Pretty parametric EQ, taking out some lows, low mids, and boosting a little bit of highs. Then I got the drowned out vocal right here. Is the same original vocal with all the effects on it. So not the high pitched one, same vocal with the original effects on it. And I pitched it up an octave as well. So not the second vocal that we just went through, but the original pitched up as well. But then on top, I added MPC60 preset and Decimor. And this cut is at 3,500 hertz. So way more aggressive now. Valhalla Vintage Verb at 30% mix. I got Waves H delay, half a bar ping pong mode turned on. But this one is at 100% mix in my effect rack. The shaper box, man, this is what gives the sauce. It's like I mess with the volume. Got the side chain. Then we got a side chain 1 turned on. Yeah. It's just raw, bro. But it's like that pulsating feeling. Pause. Then I got an EQ taking out some lows, hella low mids, and boosting a little bit of highs. You feel me? And then this EQ, I think it's for leveling. Just for leveling, man. And yeah, so now I'm gonna let y'all hear this sample one last time. Show y'all the finished product. you want this loop or more like this one, the Nocturnal Loop Kit will be linked in the description down below. 30 of these samples with stands, midis, and bonus samples that I didn't show here. Drop a comment if you want me to break down the next one. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one too. Much love, and I'll see y'all in the next one.